What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Prodigal Goat Gaming. Today we are rebuilding the Minnesota Timberwolves with your Anthony Edwards, who, comparable to Michael Jordan, he still is looking for his first MVP and a good squad that can take him to the finals. So we're giving him that today. He already has a really great defensive squad, and it's gonna be tough to find a better defensive squad than your Minnesota Timberwolves. And today we are gonna have to make some trades in order to get a prolific starting point guard to lead next to Anthony Edwards, and maybe find a lob threat instead of Rudy Gobert. So let's get started and let's get into it. We're gonna start off by trading the Mike Conley along with a young Terrence Shannon Jr. at 25. Considering he's 25, he's not that young, and this is a one-season challenge, so we kind of gotta give him up here. I really like this trade. Lonzo Ball, he's a 3-and-D. He's also a playmaker, and you get D. Schroed, Mitchell Robinson, Jackson Hayes. None of those are as good as the initial trade, though, in Lonzo Ball. So we're gonna go ahead and take that, and no doubt there, we're gonna pick that guy up, and he's gonna give us some minutes. And then we're gonna put my man Dante DiVincenzo at the shooting guard spot, or really, if he wants to, Lonzo. They're both the same, so we're gonna throw Dante because he's got a really good 3 at the shooting guard spot. Joe Ingles, Jalen Clark, and Highland are all gonna go for a depth player like Mitchell Robinson or Dalton Kennett. Dalton Kennett could play that backup small forward spot. He's an offensive playmaker. However, I would love to get a good big, so we're gonna find Rudy Gobert a new home here, along with Joe Ingles and Jalen Clark. No, absolutely not. Jalen Suggs, Jalen Duren. He's going to be a defensive playmaker and a lob threat at 6'10". I think he's a lob threat. I think he has a decent vert. Let's look at his badges real quick. Yeah, he's going to be rebounds, defense, and he does have a bronze area wizard. So he could probably do a little bit of it all, and we would get Toby Harris. I don't like Toby Harris, especially because look at that $26.6 million contract. However, we're going to go ahead and take that done deal, and I like that a lot. And now we have a lot of power forward minutes. We could use it back up small forward, so we're going to shoot my guy Toby at the small forward spot. Well, you know, it could be Naz Reid. No, Naz Reid likes playing power forward, so we're going to keep him there. Now, we definitely need a backup center. Island, Barringer, Miller. Leonard Miller sucks at 2K. Seen him play a couple of times. Dalton Kennett could play that bench small forward spot. Mitchell Robinson and Yabusele is gonna be the pickup here. I like Barringer, but he's not fit to play, and this is a short 1 to 2 season challenge. If you don't know how Prodigal Goat Gaming goes, that's just how we roll here at Prodigal Goat Gaming. We're gonna pick these guys up. They're gonna get an exception. That's okay. Obviously, some of these guys are gonna be turned around and flipped, but for now, Mitchell Robinson is on the squad. However, now we're missing some point guard minutes. My boy Robert Dillingham ain't getting any minutes here, so we're gonna need to get rid of some Naz Reid minutes, unfortunately, to give Dillingham some backup point guard minutes. And now we're gonna sim a little bit, see how this team does defensively and offensively. Cam and Aaron Gordon, that's actually not a bad trade. I kind of like that. However, we're not going to take that for now. We lose to the Hornets, which is extremely surprising considering they're the Hornets and probably one of the worst teams in the NBA right now. And our only other loss is to the Lakers, which is not my fault. We just picked up the NBA from today, and the Timberwolves got an L and got snagged by the Los Angeles Lakers. We're getting some absolute dubs. These couple of trades have already put us into really good contention. What's Jalen Duren doing so far? Will he pick up his offense? Let's see. No, but he's going to get the same amount of rebounds. He's going to be doing Jalen Duren things. Toby is getting his 12 points in. His defense is a little bit lacking, but then again, we have defensive playmakers already. So this is a defensive squad for sure. Malcolm Brogdon has been picked up. Yabusele, another 30 days. Bogdanovich. Those guys are all going into the portal. We're going to December 21st, and we're gonna finish out our trades for the season. Most likely, we'll see if we're on the trade deadline. We need to make some adjustments, but besides that, Anthony Edwards with 33 points in the NBA Cup. I think that's per game. I think that's multiple games. I don't necessarily know. Okay, we lose to the Thunder. The Thunder poses a large problem along with the Nuggets. They are both really, really good teams and kind of that next level tier. However, we are in first in the standings with the 25-4 season so far. And I think we can only go up from here after we get rid of Malcolm Brogdon, and I want to trade Yabusele. So we're going to go another 3 days. 3 days is 3 days. Either way, we'd be past the trade deadline after we do that. We'll throw in a threesome. Can we get a halfway decent player that's maybe past an 80 overall? That would be nice. No, we don't. But we'll throw Malcolm Brogdon. See what we can get. Ty Jerome. We could get Nickeil Alexander-Walker back. As you know, the Timberwolves did not have an offseason. They lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker and didn't really pick up anyone that was worthwhile. Instead of Malcolm Brogdon, we'll throw in Yabusele. See if that improves the trades a little bit. Nickeil again. We're looking for that bench guard, bench center. Jacob from the Raptors, an 80 overall with 8 rebounds a game. Is he a lob threat next to guys like Anthony Edwards and Lonzo Ball? No, not quite, but he's gonna be a post player. We're gonna consider that trade and politely deny for now, and we might come back to it in a minute. Okonwu and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we're looking at 6. 6 looks very good because we pick up Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Okonwu, a bit of a smaller center. Zach LaVine at an 85 overall. You want to talk about bringing in an offensive playmaker. Michael Porter Jr., another offensive playmaker who can shoot. Dylan Brooks is more defensive. Drew Holiday more defensive, but they fit into the scheme of the team a bit better. We're going to accept this trade here. Yes, sir. Welcome to the team, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And now the question is what are we going to do at that small forward spot? Dante might have to go. He's probably not going to do as much with Nickeil Alexander-Walker back on the team. He's doing 10 a game, and Nickeil is also doing 10 a game. And we need a good small forward. So, Malcolm Brogdon, MB, has to go. Actually, hold up. What if we trade Lonzo and Dante DiVincenzo and see if we can get a really good starting point guard? Ty and Brandon Clark, Davion Mitchell, D'Lo, Obi Toppin. We need somebody that's starting caliber, and I like Lonzo, so we're not going to do that. We're going to take Yabusele Is Yabusele gonna be a better small forward and therefore be worth a little bit more on the trading side? Yes, he is. So really, he could play backup small forward for us if this trade falls through. Dante is doing so good right now. However, if we're looking for depth, Bogdanovich, 13.8 a game. He's shooting 40%. However, we don't know how he would do in the small forward spot. Dalton Knecht, we've seen that trade all year, and we don't really want it. Let's see Malcolm Brogdon and Keon if we could get Dalton Knecht or somebody similar. I think no, the Clippers. I think not. I don't. Yes, the Lakers at 12, Dalton Knecht, and we could get him for practically nothing because Malcolm Brogdon wasn't really doing anything on our team anyways. We'll take him. We appreciate the trade for young rookie Dalton Knecht coming off the bench at that small forward spot. Now we don't need Yabusele. I would really like a really good starting point guard. And I would love if Lonzo came off the bench. However, I don't think it's going to happen. We just need to look at this trade. Anthony Simons. You're getting Robert Dillingham too from me. Because I'm going to throw that offer out there. See what we can get. He's scoring about 20 a game, and he's about 36% from the 3. What are his badges looking like? The reason I look at the badges is it's basically a little bit of a summary for me of what kind of player he's going to be. So really just an offensive playmaker. I see no defensive badges, and with Dante DiVincenzo, Yabusele, that's a tough trade to do. What we can do is now we can just put my guy DiVincenzo at back at point guard spot. See how that shakes up. If we don't like the team, is Dalton Knecht not getting minutes? We need him to get minutes and come in here. And Yabusele will be a bench piece for now. What if we gave up Julius Randle and Yabusele and just see what happens? Tyrese Maxey. We're looking for another power forward that could be potentially better. Zubac and John Collins. We just traded for Dalton Knecht. I don't know how that trade would be possible, but sure. Walker Kessler, DeMontis Sabonis, D-Gaff, Cam, Aaron Gordon. That's a trade that's hard to pass up because you're getting 2 very good players that's going to even out the team. However, we don't want to ruin something that's already kind of doing good things for us. And right now, we're doing good things. We could get D-Book is actually kind of wild. If this was a multiple season challenge, I could be like, yeah, sure, let's take D-Book next to Anthony Edwards, and see how that goes and rebuild around that. But that's not going to happen. We were just looking and decided that's a no. Naz Reid fits in well with the team. However, what if we traded him, maybe got somebody better, like Norman Powell, who could play, he couldn't play at power forward, but Cam, Naz Reid is getting 16 a game though. We don't want to ruin something that's already going on for us. We're good. We're going to keep sending on to nearly the trade deadline and see what happens. Alright, we lose to the Nets, which is interesting. We lose to the Hawks, which is interesting. Did I ruin an already really good team? I don't think so. I think we just hit a couple of road bumps, speed bumps here, and we're going to get right back on track as a dominant force and dominant team. Okay, we get hit with some injuries and take some losses to the Warriors and the Mavs, which are 2 really good teams. we do have a lot of injuries right now, which is the thing. Jalen Duren has picked it up a little bit and is at 11.5 a game with 10 rebounds. This rebuild is really, really good. I like O'Connell coming off the bench. He can play a bit of defense both ways. Dante DiVincenzo, I like keeping him to rotate minutes with Lonzo because that gives us security at the point guard spot, which the Timberwolves have not had for a long time. And then we have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and obviously he's making defensive plays as well. Yabusele, Dalton Knecht, these guys can go for maybe a better backup small forward. I would like to see maybe like a Dylan Brooks or something like that. You do have Brook Lopez in here, Yaquez, and then Ty Jerome. No good small forwards that I'm seeing right now. TJ, is that Jalen Clark back to the team? That would be funny. I'm really surprised that I didn't see your boy Dylan Brooks in there. Moses Moody, Peyton Pritch, Brandon Paczynski. Okay, so not the trades we're looking for. Craig Lyles and Dillingham, just throw those guys out there. Quentin Grimes, Jet House. So they're giving us better trades. What's Brandon Paczynski's defense? He's obviously shooting 45%, which is kind of crazy this year. He's picked it up. No D. He's got horrible defense, and so did Buddy. And that's not gonna fly on this defensive squad. Quentin Grimes has pretty good crim. He could come in. Peyton Pritch, he does not have good defense, which is surprising considering it is Peyton Pritchard. What if instead of Craig we throw in Dalton Knecht? Or instead of Lyles we throw... Is this not the trade I did earlier? So really Robert Dillingham is the catalyst here. He's the one kind of pushing us over the edge as far as this trade is concerned. Then again, I think we're just trading two offensive guys for another offensive guys in small forward. Yeah, I mean, Yabusele has a little bit better defense. So if we were to trade for Paczynski, pods, we're going pods, and now we're gonna make a big trade, a big trade. Oh no, we can't. You gotta give me somebody good. You gotta give me somebody good. We have the depth now. We have yet another shooting guard that could probably play point. Yes. Let's see what he's at point guard. This could screw up the team, or it could make it insane. Tyler Hero, Brandon Ingram, that's horrible. That's garbage. Jalen Duren, Dante and Ball, Derek White, Tyler Hero, Cam, Emmanuel Quickly. Jalen Duren and Dante. Derek White, Peyton Pritch, Luke Kennard, Walker Kessler, DGAF, Cam. Not the trades we're looking for. We really just made this team deeper by that trade. We really didn't change all that much. I know it seems like we did but that's gonna be fine. Let's see how the minutes are shaking up here. Backup power forward is an issue, but not too big of an issue to where I'm like super worried about it. So maybe if we could get rid of Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we would throw him in the blender. But we've made a really good squad, and we bring in Brandon Pajimski and Moses Moody, because I've been hit with so many injuries in the playoffs. It's not even funny. So many injuries in the playoffs that this depth will just help me out a lot. Okay, so power forward minutes was a problem, but now it shouldn't be. This is a one-season challenge. We're just sticking with it, and we're gonna be a really good team. 53-11 so far. Who knows what we could finish the year out as? And I mean, with all these injuries, we're just filling in with our backups. We have a deep team by adding Brandon Pajimski. Alright, we do lose the Rockets, who are extremely good. We're a 60-win team, which is insane. Maybe we can get a finals win for these Timberwolves. Shea wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Coop, no surprise. Sixth man goes to Naz Reid. He's performing. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wembanyama. And we're going to get both Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year with 67 and 15 wins. We're going to start off as the #1 seed. Let me check out this roster. The Rockets, which we did have a little bit of trouble with in the season. Alright, so power forward minutes. Spencer Dinwiddie. When did we get him? I don't know. Power forward minutes are a struggle because Julius Randle is out, which means Naz Reid's going to come in and get minutes. However, shooting guard minutes were at a lot. And I wonder why that is. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker is out. Who is getting the shooting guard minutes? It's just Ant and Pajimski. So we gotta give my guy Moses Moody some more minutes. And that's that. If we can survive this Houston Rockets team, maybe we can get some of our guys back. The Houston Rockets, led by Kevin Durant. Aaron Holiday is their starting point, which we hope to take advantage of. Let's get it. We go up by 1, we go up by 2, let's 4-0 sweep these Rockets. We go up by 3, and we 4-0 sweep the Rockets, the Houston Rockets, with Kevin Durant, who are predicted to be a really good team this year. Maybe not top tier like the Thunder and the Nuggets, which the Nuggets aren't even in. Okay, they were in the playoffs. They were 7th seed, and they get wiped by the Thunder. That's an unfortunate placement for them. The Sacramento Kings with a little comeback here. DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis. That is extremely surprising. They have no depth whatsoever. Their starting lineup is pretty garbage. They're going to get absolutely murked by that Thunder team. And then, of course, you've got your Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie back in the game. Where's my guy D-Live? Did they get rid of D-Live? Or am I just... I don't see D-Live. He must be on the injury list. No. He's a 76. Interesting. He doesn't seem to be injured. Okay. Ryan Nembhard was their rookie pickup. He did pretty good in the preseason. Why am I rambling about this? I don't really know. Let's go get a finals win. Alright, we're up 1. Can we 4-0 sweep the Mavs? No. No. Well, Anthony Edwards is injured. Which absolutely freaking stinks. We're going to need a shooting guard. And that is going to be your boy, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's got a nerve pinch, but he'll play through it. And we got 2 of our offensive stars. And, of course, all-around star. And Anthony Edwards out. The worst possible injuries that could have happened. So, we're looking at getting murked is what's happening right now. Okay, that's gonna look a little bit better. What we're gonna have to do is put somebody in at the power forward that doesn't want to be. And it's Nikhil. It's Nikhil. Spencer's gonna come in clutch at the shooting guard. We need more shooting guard minutes, but with who? With who do we give up and put in the shooting guard spot? I don't know. Okay. Alright, we go up 2-1, and then it's 2-2. Okay, who's back? No one. Naz Reid and, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle are still out of the lineup. Nikhil is not getting minutes, so we're going to put him back at the shooting guard, and we're going to put Moses Moody at the power forward, and my guy Nikhil is going to play at this backup small forward, I guess, for right now. Power forward's going to be an issue, but that's okay. We're playing with lineups. We go up 3-2. Please make it. No, we go to a game 7. And with our stars out, this is going to be tough. I really like if at least one of them came back, but we do make it to the Thunder, and we're going to get murked. I'm going to go ahead and call it now. We're getting murked. It's just going to happen. 0-1, and then we get hit with another injury. 0-2, 0-3. There's not really much to do considering our 2 stars are out. The fact that we have made this team so deep that we make it to the conference semifinals again for the 3rd year in a row for the Timberwolves without our starter Anthony Edwards speaks volumes about the team. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. This is Prodigal Goat Gaming signing off with you. If you like this rebuild, drop that comment below, hit that like, hit that subscribe button.